So, Facebook. I'm going to share this story because it would be literally be selfish of me not to. I can't guarantee anything. I'm not promising anything. I'm just literally sharing an experience that I had with Jessica. And it's just one of many, many stories that just show how much of a game changer that TechnoTutor is. For those who don't know what it is, reach out. I can explain properly one-on-one. You can look online, you can apply for a demo or whatever. Just reach out. Okay, Jess, years ago, got in a car accident. Had to get her leg reconstructed. They saved it. It was awesome, right? That she was able to have that happen. And as in get it fixed, so to say. For whatever reason, though, it was left half an inch short. So now, as we're preparing to have kids, Jess needs to balance out her pelvis. So we need a surgery, right? This is something that doctors are saying it's $50,000-$60,000 to do. But we know it's best for our kids and our family and for her, long term, that she does this because there's all tons of health complications, right? Long story short, we'd had multiple meetings with these doctors in the group. I was preparing to put together the money to pay this. Ideally, though, I don't want to put 50 to 60 grand into this. I want to put that into our businesses and stuff that's making us money. But I see that it's worth it. So I came to peace with that. Now, again, I cannot guarantee that this you would have the same result per se. I'm just sharing a story for me. And again, I have stories of other people having stories like this. Right before we went to the last meeting, I used TechnoTutor. Again, you probably don't even know what that means, but it's a way of integrating information into yourself at a core level, like the most fundamental level. And so for those of you who understand stuff like law of attraction or whatever you want to call it, it's a direct way to influence that. Put in a few phrases, such as the insurance covers the surgery, the meeting goes perfectly, stuff like that. Again, that probably won't mean anything to you if you don't know what TechnoTutor is, but granted, before this, I thought about that. I wrote it on a piece of paper, whatever, but I didn't use TechnoTutor on it specifically. When I used TechnoTutor, we show up at that meeting, about halfway through, the lady, she just goes, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of this. What if we just, you have back pain, right, Jess? She's like, yes, she clearly does from the injury specifically, because they were trying to say that the surgery is just going to be elective. We're going to have to pay out of pocket all of that. That's not ideal, but obviously, we have to do what we have to do. She had this insight out of nowhere. I know exactly what happened. It's because of how I changed myself, where she picked up on that. And she goes, I didn't think of this. You have back pain. We can write that into this. This is completely going to be covered by insurance. I'm yeah. I'm anticipating for nothing to change, right? Lo and behold, later that night, they tell us that, I'm not going to say exactly how much that, we literally got covered now for ourselves, but it's over $50,000. If I did not put that in TechnoTutor, I know that would have not come up. Because again, we had meetings with them over and over. It was just stuck in this perpetual state of they're going to tell you to wear a shoe lift. They aren't going to cover it. They aren't going to cover it. Bam, this time they did cover it. So I just share that story because this is real change. Jess and I are now on a different trajectory because we're not able to take that money and put it back into everything that we're doing that's moving forward this mission of sharing this tool with other people. So if you have TechnoTutor, use it more. If you don't have it, reach out. Reach out to myself, reach out to Jessica, because we'll show you what's possible. This stuff works, period. So I wanted to share that because, again, it would be selfish for me not to. And I'm intentionally not going into the details of how it works because you're not going to understand it unless we actually properly have a conversation. And I can explain because there's so much more than meets the eye with it. And you're not going to find much about it online either, because how do you explain to someone how the whole way that they've been educated has been ineffective. But with TechnoTutor, it's extremely effective. It's straight to the point. It's the core of what learning is. So share that story as hopefully inspiration to you to realize, hey, I want some different stuff in my life to happen. Hey, I'm working on building a business or this idea or this dream or whatever. I'm telling you, you can use TechnoTutor to make that a reality. Now, it's not going to do it for you. You still have to go do work. It's not going to manifest a check coming in the mail. I mean, it might. Actually, that happened to, well, a letter came in the mail to one of my friends and colleagues right after he used it, which dramatically changed his life as well for the better, and his family's life and everything. But again, I can't promise or guarantee anything, except I do know the tool works. So, just wanted to say that. Hope you have an awesome weekend, and reach out, send me a message.